Welcome to the righteous sphere. We separate the gray areas over here. We don't do the lying like those other places. No. We don't do no fucking lying over here. You're gonna get the truth.
Hard out here. And you talking about, oh, I'm not a man if I'm going 50-50 with my woman. It's hard, brother. You sitting up here, your nice house, your nice jewelry, nice cars. Oh yeah, man, you gotta do 100%. How? How, brother? If I'm making $14 an hour, what you expect? You know, you still on there. Oh yeah, man, 100%. You're not a man. You're not a man. How? I'm still working. I'm still providing, right? So what makes me not a man? Because I'm going 50-50 with my woman.
And his opponent, accompanied by Ross Mann from Harlem, New York, weighing in at 215 pounds, GMG Big Money.
Oh, I can't wait to see this one.
These two have been waiting for this one for quite some time, and to be honest, so have I.
If the shoe fits, let them wear it.
Don't be nobody's step back. Don't do that. They don't get no fucking respect.
Salute, class, and good morning. Happy Sunday to all my good breads and all my sisters with sense that don't play about Mr. Goodbread. We here. Welcome to class, guys. Today we're going to talk about why emotional black men and men in general, emotional men, never get to keep the girl of their dreams. They never get to keep the woman that they really, really like and they really, really love, guys. You know what I mean? We're going to have a real conversation. We're going to have a real dialogue. You know what I mean? I'll drop the link, you know what I mean, in a little while. But it's gonna be an important one, guys. You guys gotta learn this female nature. You gotta learn female nature. And that's what it be. It be a lack of knowledge. Remember, we suffer for the lack of knowledge. We gotta learn female nature. So I'm gonna address a couple of things. I'm gonna address a couple of comments from my YouTube community tab today. You know what I mean? Go over some more videos. I got some videos we're gonna react to. Y'all saw the video in the intro. That's a perfect video right there for us to react to, because there is two types of men. And guys, it's okay. Your situation is your situation. Keep in mind, B, don't get it fucked up, bro. This channel, what we do here is we just lay out my mindset, bro. I lay out my mindset. I give you my mindset. My mindset don't gotta be your mindset. I don't ever want you to think I come from a tell you what to do standpoint, bro. I'm here to tell you what I did. And if you can match and take it or leave it and use it, then go ahead. That's what it is. But it's all about a mindset, bro. It ain't got shit to do with your money. It ain't got shit to do with anything that don't get you in heaven. How about that? We all know what time it is. Like, we removed the gray area over here. You know what I mean? It ain't about none of that shit, none of that materialistic shit. You know what I mean? It's about your peace of mind. You know what I mean? You gotta have a peace of mind. That's when you won. That's the blessing. Remember, mental health is the new rich, guys. You got to learn female nature. Salute to the squad. Salute to the squad. Sigma Nation in the building. TBK, what's going on, man? I know you had a lovely weekend. Y'all check them out. You know what I mean? Live content, live WWE content. Salute to my guy, Floss, My guy Floss, big homie, salute, big homie in the building. Yes, sir. And we got the King Grove. What's going on, guys? All right, guys. So let's get to the content. Let's get this. Let's break this thing down. This was a very, very interesting conversation, and I want you guys to understand being won over easy, always in your feelings and not honoring your non-sexual attention, also not setting goals, that's gonna keep you in the losing column when you play the relationship game. This is why I tell you guys, go MGTOW, learn yourself, get your weight up, not your hate up, and then jump in there. Jump in there with the knowledge. Jump in there prepared. All right, guys, let's go.
It's hard out here. And you talking about, oh, I'm not a man if I'm going 50-50 with my woman. It's hard, brother. You sitting up here, your nice house, your nice jewelry, nice cars. Oh yeah, man, you gotta do
Now, I don't like the way you said that. Now, and you're sitting up here with the bruh. I don't think what he told you. I think you took what he said wrong, for one. And this is what I mean by being in them emotions, bro. Being in them emotions, I had you take some shit all the way wrong, bro. Let's play this back. And you tell me.
It's hard out here. And you talking about
And remember, it is hard out here, but this is why we tell men to make towel first. Get all your basics covered. You shouldn't be playing in the motherfucking game if it's hard out here. You feel me? Don't play in the game when it's hard out here. Don't be in survival mode playing in the game. That's all we say. That's all we teach, right? We say go MGTOW, bro. Do not conform with what they doing in the ways of the world. Go MGTOW, learn yourself, get a purpose.
oh, I'm not a man if I'm going 50-50 with my woman. It's hard, brother. You sitting up here, your nice house, your nice jewelry, nice cars. Oh yeah, man, you gotta do 100%. How? How, brother? If I'm making $14 an hour, what you expect? You know, you still on there. Oh yeah, man, 100%. You're not a man. You're not a man. How? I'm still working. I'm still providing, right? So what makes me not a man? Because I'm going 50-50 with my woman.
And brother, I applaud you because I understand that it is hard out here, but we are men, so we have to go harder. I'm not saying or trying to speak down to you, my brother, by any means necessary. I'm not.
And that's a fact. That's them emotions. When you can't manage your thoughts, you can't manage your emotions. And then you can't really manage life. Shit gonna be hard. It's too hard. You know what I mean? You gotta learn how to manage your emotions. Proceed, brother.
But I want you to be reminded of something that our fathers didn't teach us, that we must go hard and that we shouldn't get into a relationship with a woman until we have direction.
But who are you to say that?
A person that cares, a person that loves you, a person that's been in your shoes.
And then here go the hell of a mama come out of the niggas. Remember, it's two types of dudes in this world. You got your Cains and your Abels, bro. You got your Cains and you got your Abels. You got your Cains who do not want to sacrifice. What is this man on the other side not trying to sacrifice? And why is now he getting so offensive? You talking to your brother. We know that iron sharpens iron. Men teach men. But this is a reflection of our society nowadays where these dudes never had a man tell them no real shit. All they had is one-sided information coming from a woman. You know what I mean? And this is peep game, guys.
Shoes and understands how it feels when we can't give our family what they truly deserve. We have to go hard. Now, give me one moment. I've been in your shoes. And when I was in your shoes, I stayed in my lane. I lived where I lived. My woman didn't work. She nurtured to the children till I got this. And I'm trying to give you the cheat code. Do what you need to do so you can feed your woman, and while she's nurturing the children, she can also nurture your dreams and your goals. Now you can be successful. Now you don't have to say, I'm working for 15.
Exactly, because when you play that 50-50 game with them, bro, it equates to you helping them get out of the struggle, you putting your all in them. That's the ways of the world. Where is you at? 50-50 means 50% of your attention going to her, 50% of your attention going to your purpose. Do you think that's going to really work for you, bro? That's never going to work for you as a man. When our father say 80-20, 80% him and your purpose, 20% this bullshit, this foolishness, your desires. You see, a lot of you emotional men, y'all never keep the women because you too desirable, you too lusty. And that lust makes you too available. And when you too available, you don't give her anything to chase. And women is predatory. They want to chase. So when you give her the game, when you give her the spoiler to the movie, she don't even want to watch the movie no more, bro.
Dollars. Now you can say I got employees that I'm paying that's working for me for $15. I'm trying to elevate you, but men get so caught in their emotions and their pride, and the first thing they want to do is feel attacked. Get the wisdom.
This is coming from a rich man.
But right now you're acting triggered. But right now you're
this is coming from a rich man.
But how did I get here?
Yeah.
But how did I give you? And I'm giving you the steps. This is if you.
So when you say, but this is coming from a rich man, so you think the poor niggas you sit around, the poor niggas that make you feel good, is gonna have the information on how to get rich, or they just gonna have the information to keep you in the same spot? You see, it's a mindset, guys. It's a mindset. That's all I do. I get here and I give y'all a quality man, masculine mindset. And you know what I mean? You could take it or leave it, but that's what I do here. You know what I mean? So don't get it fucked up.
Put down your ego, if you put down your pride, brother, am I saying anything wrong? I'm saying men should be men.
But you saying we not men. You saying we not men.
Brother, any man that makes an excuse can't be a man completely. You can be a male. A man comes with responsibilities, and it's hard. To be a man, it's hard, brother. It's not easy.
But he can't manage the responsibilities because he was never taught how to manage his thoughts and how to manage his emotions. This is clearly a survival mode nigga. Here, in the box nigga, y'all. This a in the box nigga versus a growth mindset dude, brother. You know what I mean? This is your prime example of brother versus nigga. You know what I mean? This that nigga mindset versus the growth mindset, guys.
That's why the respect you want from your woman that you don't get, I get from mine.
My woman respect me.
Hold on.
My woman respect me.
You think she respects you?
My woman respect me.
You think she respects you?
Brother.
You think she has she ever raised her voice at you?
No.
I doubt
Does she
that.
cook for you every night?
Of course.
Yo. The way he got all offended and got all emotional in his bad guys, do you think he deal with calm women? Put a 1 in the chat if you think he deal with ratchet Keishas. Put a 2 in the chat if you think this man deal with calm women, the way he gets so emotioned and triggered. Hold on, guys. Throw that in the chat right now, yo. Put a 1 if he mess with Keisha. Put a 2 if this dude, if he got a virtuous wife that never raised her voice.
So she respects you, cooks for you every night. Does she clean the house?
Of course.
She cleans the house, and you got her working 16 hours a day.
Hmm.
That sounds like slavery.
No, it's not.
Brother, you got her cooking every night.
I don't have her doing anything. She does it because she wants to. We in the trenches together.
The trenches together?
That's what we in.
Brother, do you know anything about emotional abuse?
Explain it.
Emotional abuse is when you pour all your hurt and pain onto a woman, and just because you can't see her scars, you think it's okay. If I had a conversation with your woman, she'll probably start crying. They tired. They not built to go through what they're going through with you.
Exactly. See, this is a total lack of female nature on the dude part, right? And to answer your question, La, you shouldn't do that. You should not do that. You know what I mean? You should not do that. Half and half don't work. You know that. You know that because you know that y'all got the upper hand as a woman. You know you half and half mean 75-50. And we know what happened when women get the upper hand financially. You know what I mean? See, all this could be not null and void if dudes get their own shit before they start dating. You know what I mean? It doesn't really work for most households when most households are broken. You feel me? Like if most households are broken, then how is it working? And if you, like he said in the video, if you was to sit down both partners separate from where one partner can't manipulate the other partner, they don't have the same sides of the story in these relationship caps, La Original. So stop it. You know it. Like you know better than I, especially out here in the city.
If I had a conversation with your woman, she'll probably start crying. They tired. They not built to go through what they're going through with you.
And that's fact. That's female nature. Females are not designed to go through long periods of hardship. And if you put them through long periods of hardship, no matter how cute they are or how hard they tickle your chin, they are going to use hypergamy. All right? I know y'all know what these words are. Y'all hear them throughout the space. They may not tie them together the way I do, but you better learn female nature. Fuck learning what they do to you. You know what I mean? How they do it. Learn what it's doing to you. You feel me? Guys, women are not designed to do that. That's how God designed them. That's biology, bro. This is why they have a disdain towards men because they want our biology, bro. We don't give a damn about their biology. You don't see no man running around here wanting to have a baby. Like, y'all have the baby, let me have the baby. You don't hear that. You know what I mean? But for some weird reason, our natural biology is more attractive to them than their own.
They didn't choose you to struggle.
But again, who are you to say that?
Brother, a brother that loves you. And again, I'm trying to give you the cheat code. If you put yourself in a position, right? You work. If you have to get 2 jobs.
And that's all it is. He not understanding. He trying to give you the cheat code to how to really elevate. But you think you equal to a woman. That this a mindset on a man that think he equal to a woman, and that's only because he was raised off of just one-sided information from a woman. So he think he equal to a woman. He seen his mama throw the world on her back, pay all the bills, do all of this shit. So he need a girl that could do that too, and not be where the shit fuck up. That be where the chain and how it really the biology supposed to work. That be how Satan slipped right on in and got them fooled. We know who controlling the minds of these women, bro. And that right there, guys, that part right there is where he got him. He got him. Because just because they had mothers and lousy fathers, you know what I mean? Because all they dad is their mama's boyfriend, you know what I mean? Because they had lousy fathers and they saw their moms throw the world on their shoulders, they think their natural biology is to be a man. And if they're not being a man, then they're not a good woman. And that fucks up the chain because a man supposed to be the head. You know what I mean? And that's a fact.
You got her cooking every
I don't
night.
have her doing anything. She does it because she wants to. We in the trenches together.
The trenches together.
That's what we in.
Brother, do you know anything about emotional abuse?
Explain it.
Emotional abuse is when you pour all your hurt and pain onto a woman, and just because you can't see her scars, you think it's okay. If I had a conversation with your woman, she'll probably start crying. They tired. They not built to go through what they going through with you. She didn't choose you to struggle.
But again, who are you to say that?
Brother, a brother that loves you. And again, I'm trying to give you the cheat code. If you put yourself in a position, right? You work. If you have to get 2 jobs, you grind, allow your woman to do what she does.
This is not you not looking at it the way you're supposed to look at it, La Original. You're not looking at it from the mindset angle. We're not talking about money and we're talking about as a mindset, the man as a mindset. This is the reason why you supposed to chill and relax when you're in the man's space. This is why God didn't ask y'all to talk in the church, because you have an idea of what you want to talk about or what you're thinking about right now, and you're attaching it to the content. This man is telling this man how to be a man. For real, because women are not designed for long periods of hardship. That is a fact, La Original. Now, because you done tricked and rigged your whole system into being able to be designed for that, that's not a fact. That's not a law. That's not biblical right there. God didn't create you to be no, you know what I mean, pick things up and put things down. No matter if you can do that. And that's not gonna work in a relationship either, because in a relationship, you got to know your role. You know what I mean? It's like playing in the sports team, bro. You can't play every position if you're trying to be on that sports team. You could know every position, but you can't play every position because it's a team sport when you get in these relationships. So where's the lie at? He's talking about how a man's supposed to have his shit together before he get into a relationship, so that he don't gotta put his woman through long periods of hardship so that she use her hypergamy. And you talking about this is all wrong. Lie, what are you talking about?
In the home, if you have a business idea, you have her nurture that. Hey, baby, it's going to be a little hard for the next 2 years. But if we move like this, we're going to be good. You keep saying, who am I to tell you this? A man that's been in your position, a man that has risen above your circumstances. And I'm coming back down to say, this is what you do. You're not a man until you move like this. Most men will die, never experience what it feels to be a.
We're not saying, see, that's what I mean. We get that. We're not saying a woman shouldn't work. The Proverbs 31 women work. She just worked in the morning, not at night. You feel me? So we're not, you know what I mean? Like, you know that. We're not saying a woman can't work. A woman choose to work, she can choose to work. But what we are saying is, if she choose to work, she must not forget her natural task and order from God. And then that means she done put mad shit on her plate. So don't go cry and then blame man. That's what we're saying. That's what we're talking about. La Original. And that's what these women are doing, right? Because these women are choosing to go get the bag, but then they're forgetting that God said they supposed to be in the fucking house, making sure these kids don't be out here shooting and selling pussy. You know what I mean? So that's what we talking about, La. You know what I mean? So we saying the same thing. But you get what I'm saying? If she put more work on her plate than God asked her to, that's on her. She then becomes the person that puts herself through long periods of hardship. That's not on the man. But it's our job to not put our female through long periods of hardship. Yeah, there's gonna be bumps in the road. There's gonna be times in a relationship where the woman make more money than the man, but that don't mean for the man to fall back and get lazy. Like, yeah, and root for the woman. He got to always be trying to get back on the horse. He may never actually get more money than the woman, but that don't. It's the mindset. That don't mean you sit back there and scratch your feet and just become a cheerleader to your bitch. Cause now something that happened and she'll go through long periods of hardship and you're done, son. Hypergamy. But what's good, La? Hold on. Let me give you the intro.
Hello?
Yeah, what up, La?
Hi. So, nowhere in the comments did I say that a woman is supposed to put her job first. The point that I was trying to make is the man on the left in the Adidas suit, he's not necessarily wrong because what he's saying coincides with the Bible in the sense that the wife is not commanded to work, the husband is. This is where me and you are not necessarily disagreeing. A man
Oh,
or
okay. I'm
woman,
about to say.
but see, this is my point. This is my point because I'm gonna keep it a buck. You was getting a little slick at the mouth and wasn't letting me speak. So me and you we're not necessarily in disagreement. Biblically, the wife is not commanded to work. The husband is. But if the wife chooses to work, that's up to her. I do not believe that that a woman should be putting her job above her wifely duties. When you get married, God is God first, and your marriage is right underneath. So if a woman chooses to work, that's, in my opinion, that's absolutely fine because it's not violating scripture. Is she commanded to do so? No, but it's not a sin if she chooses to work. But the marriage still comes first. So if a woman is able to work and she's able to make sure that she keeps the house clean, she doesn't use being tired from work as an excuse to withhold sex, and she's still able to make sure that dinner is cooked, I don't see the issue. My issue with what the man is saying is he's making it seem like because that other man's wife chooses to work, that makes that man less of a leader, and that's not true. And the reason why I say that is not true is because I know men who work and their women don't or didn't, and I'll use my cousin as an example. Didn't work, and the man is out working 2 jobs because he's traditional in the sense that, okay, listen, from in my culture, you if you want to work, you can work, and if you're going to work, then I'm gonna need you to pull your weight. But at the same time, while he's out working 2 jobs, she's at home cheating. The point that I was trying to make is that when is that even if respect is not something that can be bought. Either your wife respects you as the head of the home and the leader, or she doesn't. The point that I was trying to make is having a stay-at-home wife does not guarantee respect, nor does it guarantee fidelity, because a stay-at-home wife can still cheat. That's the point that I was trying to make. Also, the point that I was trying to make is when you make it seem like if a woman is working, she's automatically masculine, that is an excuse that a lot of women can use to be lazy. If a woman chooses not to work because she's married, right? Because it's only wives that don't have to work. If she wants to be a stay-at-home wife and they can do that, that's absolutely fine. However, you should make sure that you vet that woman and you pick that woman correctly, because in the event that man gets sick and he can no longer work, you want to have a woman that, if the man is sick, like say for instance, if a man gets cancer and he's in the hospital and he can't physically work, you don't want a woman that's like, well, biblically, it's not my job to provide. No, when that man is sick and he can't get up and work, you want a woman that says, you know what, while you're in the hospital, while you're in remission or whatever, while you're going through chemo, you can't physically get up and work. You know what? When I was single, I made sure that I had an education, or I had some skills, that way in the event that I do have to work, I have something to fall back on. So while you're going through whatever it is that you're going through, I don't want you in the hospital sick and stressing about bills. I got that. That is the point that I was trying to make, and nothing that I said goes against scripture.
Yeah, because we not disagreeing, yo. So what the hell you
But
was
that's
talking
the
about
point
in
that
the
I was
chat?
trying to
Yo, what the hell you was talking about in the chat, yo?
no, because one of the guys in the chat was disagreeing with 50-50, right? But my thing is, I don't think that there's anything wrong with 50-50. If a man doesn't want to go 50-50 and he wants to pay all the bills, that's fine. But my thing is, you have a lot of women who they don't want to go 50-50, or they feel like, well, if I got to pay any bills, he's not my man, he's a roommate. That's not necessarily true. And that type of rhetoric breeds women who are lazy, because you got to remember, it's a lot of women that want to be brides, but they don't want to be wives. They want the wedding, but then once the wedding is over, they don't want to do their wifely duties.
Man, listen, man. Like, throw me a signal or something, man. What the hell? You had me jumping out the window.
But that's what I was trying to say in the comments. To me, right? If a couple chooses to go 50-50, like for me, for instance, right? I know what the Bible says about marriage. So if I was to get married, I already know my job does not come first. My marriage comes first. I'm single. I'm single, right? I keep my house is spotless. I don't eat out like that. My meals are home cooked. Why would I stop doing that? Because my relationship status changed. If I could work a full-time job and still keep a spotless house, still make sure that dinner is cooked, why would I stop doing those things simply because I have somebody in my life? Whatever it was that I was, the structure that I have in my life now, that structure would not stop just because my relationship status may stop. If I go from single to married or single to in a relationship, I would still do the same things. I would probably do even more because it's not just me anymore. It's somebody else here. That's the point that I was trying to make. Now, mind you, if I was to get married, me personally, I am not going to give up my right to work. I'm going to work. If he wants to pay all the bills, that's on him. But while he's paying all the bills, in the event that anything happens, I'm going to make sure that there's a nice little stash so that if he loses his job or anything happens financially, he doesn't have to be worried or stressed out. That's what a woman is supposed to do. The last time I checked, according to the Bible, the woman is supposed to be to help me. Why are y'all making it so easy for women to come along and offer absolutely nothing but coochie? If a woman doesn't want to work biblically, she doesn't have to. But this is my issue. A lot of women who, I don't want to go 50-50. It's not because they want to be traditional. It's not because they know what the Bible says about marriage. It's simply because they want to live off of a nigga. And in the event that man, let's keep it a buck. Most men that have good paying jobs, if he loses his job, that woman is gone. Why? Because she was never there with genuine intentions to begin with. That's the point that I was trying to make. But another issue is a lot of men like to tell women about women. Please point me in the direction of a man that has a coochie. And this is not me trying to be rebellious or disrespectful, but I will never know men the way that you know men. When it comes to men, Mr. Goodbread, you are the expert. You will get no argument with me there. But when it comes to women, I'm the expert. Because women know women in a manner in which men will never know. It doesn't matter how many women you dated. It doesn't matter how many women you slept with. You only know what that woman chooses to show you. But women, we know the worst parts of other women. Because women are more vulnerable with each other than they are with men.
And then I disagree with that, because if a woman really fuck with you, she gonna tell you everything about her and all of the women she's come in contact with
No.
too.
If a woman, you're right. If a woman really, if a woman really rocks with you, she's gonna put you on to some of the things that unvirtuous women do. I'm not disagreeing. But what I'm saying is you will only know that because that woman chose to divulge that information to you. This is why I say I'm not a part of the sisterhood, because I will tell a man, listen, the female that you with, she's out here sleeping around, she's doing this, she's doing that. Now, if I was a part of the sisterhood, I would keep my mouth closed because I would feel loyalty to a Jezebel, but I don't align myself with low value women or low hanging fruit. So if a woman is doing something that's not virtuous, I'm going to call it out. I've done it before, and me and a former friend of mine, we parted ways. Okay, goodbye.
That's
You
what's
doing
up,
something
though.
that you're doing
Hold on,
something that's. I'm sorry.
hold on, La. Let me introduce my guest right here. My guy Don Jeter is in the building. What's going on, Don?
Hey, let her finish cooking. Let her finish cooking. I'm listening. Let her
Yeah,
finish cooking.
so this is why I said, and I said this on a public platform. I'm not a men's advocate, and I'm not a woman's advocate either. I'm simply an advocate for what's right. If you don't, okay, if a woman will tell you about the things that other women do if she really rocks with you. But once again, who's the expert on women? The woman, not the man that she's telling those things to. That's another point that I be trying to make. I've had men try to tell me about
Good
women.
point.
And it's like, my nigga, trust me when I say you're not the expert on women. You're not. A woman will lay up with you after you done gave her some good a good round of fornication. She'll lay up with you, but you only know what she chooses to tell you.
And that's why it's important to know the overall female nature, because that's the thing that don't change. Women are going to be different. Every
Yeah,
woman is
that's
not the
your
same. One size
yes.
shoe don't fit all.
And
But
I completely agree, because a virtuous woman and an unvirtuous woman do not have the same characteristics. But men oftentimes, because they've had bad experiences with women, like to box all women in. Me, I've had bad experiences with men, but I also understand that those were men that those were men that I picked. Like for instance, if we're gonna keep it a buck, and I know this because men have told me the majority of men cheat, but all men do not cheat. And I know that when a man says all men cheat, I automatically know he's a cheater because I know men who have once. One of my cousins was married, had a good man. He was faithful the entire marriage. It was her that was running around on a glizzy tour. He was faithful. He never broke his vows. She was the one running around. So if he could be faithful, then I know that there are other men that are faithful and are capable of being faithful as well. And the sad part is a lot of the men that I know that don't, not, I ain't gonna say a lot because I don't know too many men that don't cheat. But for the very few that I know that are faithful, they are usually the ones that get done dirty and vice versa. I've never cheated on any man that I've been with, but I did get cheated on one time. But I also know that just because that one man did that, that doesn't mean that every man is like that. Are most? Yes, but are all? No. I don't like to put anybody in a particular box because once again, a godly man, his footsteps are ordered by the Lord. So I automatically know that that type of man is not going to move in a manner in which the majority of men who are not submitted to God are moving. That's just, I don't want to be long-winded. I'm sorry.
That's all good.
I
I had a
fuck with
lot
you,
to say.
Mr.
Yo,
Goodbread. I'm like, bro, what?
yo,
I'm on your side, bro.
yo, son, I'm sitting here like, yo, son, what's wrong with she set tripping today? These hyenas
No.
be trying to take me down and
No,
shit.
because we've spoken off YouTube. You got my number, so you
Facts.
know if I'm gonna say something, I'm gonna make sure that it's factual and that it's backed up by scripture. But I felt like I wasn't being understood. So I'm like, when you put the StreamYard, I said, let me go ahead and fix it up. You know what I'm saying? This turkey is
Yeah.
undercooked. Let me put it on 350.
Nah, cause yo, we saying the same shit at the end of the day. And
And
that's all
just
I
in a
wanted to
different
make.
way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all I wanted to make clear is like, fellas, you can't lose sight of your God and your purpose
Agreed.
because your female chose to throw a bunch of stuff on her board that God didn't ask her. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much what the guy on the left is trying to explain to the guy on the right. Until he think the guy on the right, he got that single mother raised mentality where he's seen his mother
Good
do
bread.
everything. Yep.
Good bread.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, so now I want to jump in. I agree with probably 80% of what she said. I mean, she's not far off from the goal, the mark on what needs to be hit. We was just talking about this the other night. The Bell, he derailed it talking about pimping or whatever. We ain't gonna go back to that. Okay, so this is another thing. This is the guy in the box. Remember the stream?
Yeah.
This is the guy in the box. The
On
dude,
the
the
on the
dude,
right.
that's the guy in the box. The
Yeah.
dude to the left, he's trying to offer him real solid game, but at the same time, the dude to the right, he got his financial wealth from a certain aspect. We don't know the ins and outs of him being a preacher and how much wealth he amassed in a short amount of time or a long term period. You understand what I'm saying? Because he's a
Right.
preacher.
Right. But in any event, he had to go MGTOW and he had to focus up, focus up. He wasn't playing the
Fact,
relationship game and the struggle game, and I'm gonna struggle up out the hood with a chick. He
facts.
focused up. And that's what he's telling his brother right there. But his brother see different. His brother see, if his brother only saw a mom's that took care of everything, that's what he looking for. That's
And,
he
and,
I
and
can't
agree.
see no other.
the thing
There's only. I'm sorry.
the thing is, he's not trying to take the information to be liberated. But
Nope.
the way it's coming off to the dude to the right, he's saying like, how can you tell me this when I've been brought up in this type of situation? It's like a double-edged sword, kind of sorta. But
And
it's
that
not
and
when you
that and
person.
that's the complexity in the man mindset. But it's two of them. It's these two right here, Cain and Abel.
I can see that. I can see that. But my thing is when you understand one mentality, it's easy to advance to the next mentality. That's why I can understand both of them, and I can understand why the dude to the right is so frustrated why he's talking to him, because he's literally frustrated. He literally get to the point where he's mad because the dude telling him what to do. And it's like that's his pops or some type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And he like, bro, you can't tell me that. You can't tell me whatever. I saw this video multiple times. And like I said, I know from the dude to the left, because I sit on that seat. And I can see from the dude to the right, because I've sit on that seat also.
Facts. Now that's the fact right there. The fact is, at some point in life, you was both of these guys. Now, if you stay the right, something was wrong. Something wrong.
Exactly.
Yo,
The thing
hold
is,
on. Hold on. We got King Gritto, King Gro in the class. What's going on, King Gro?
What's going on, brother Goodbread?
What's going on, my guy?
And all my fellow titty suckers out there. You know I ain't gonna change. No, and shout out to the lady. And the ladies in the chat. Mrs. the Goodbread females. You know what I'm talking about? Can't do it without y'all. Respect the Goodbread, the leader of this shit.
No doubt, bro. Yo, so what you was about to say though, Don G, you was about to say you about to add something? We still got more. We got 2 more minutes of this shit right here.
Oh no. What I was saying was I can understand both aspects of the dude to the left and the dude to the right, because I've been in both of those positions. The thing is, when I was the dude to the right, bro, I was a teenager going into my early 20s. Going into being the dude to the left, that comes from proper teachings. Actually being able to comprehend information when it's given to you, bro. Actually applying that type of information to your life. And he's trying to tell him, the thing is, he's not giving him the essential jewel that he needs in order for him to graduate to that next level to where he's at. He's not giving him that essential jewel. He's just telling him. He's not breaking it down step by step, level by level. Some people need that type of education and training. You gotta hold some people's hand. And this is reality, bro. Real talk. You gotta hold some people's hand, even as grown men, because when they was coming at the age that we was, they didn't grasp it as fast as we did. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, you gotta be acceptable of the information that's being given to give it to you step by step, level by level. And this is reality. You got people that was in retarded classes. When we was in school, these niggas came in the side of the school cafeteria in the lunch line, and everybody like, who the fuck is these niggas? They leave out the cafeteria, they going into another classroom. Am I lying?
Yo, son, I'm laughing too at you, and I'm laughing because y'all niggas heard that shit, so I can't even hold that shit back. Miss Goodbread made me fall out this damn chair. Yo, damn, yo. Goddamn, I'm glad I wasn't camped up, B. Bust my ass, yo. Fucking with her,
But
yo. Damn.
Goodbread, am I lying though?
You're not lying, bro.
It's some people, bro. It's nothing wrong with asking for help. It's nothing wrong with getting help. But you got some people that's been so trained to think that this is normal when it looks foreign to them, understanding masculinity. And that's just a simple fact of it, bro. But it's no problem helping somebody. They got to be receptive to their help. If they're not receptive to a nigga holding your hand, breaking this shit down to you and building you up, then that's a person you just let them die. A lot of people got to die off.
Can I interject? Sorry. I agree with what you're saying, but also the person has to appreciate the help as well, because a lot of people are ungrateful. That's all I wanted to say.
That's a fact. Too much survival mode. Survival mode is not thankful. It's ungrateful. And a lot of people is in survival mode. You gotta remember that. We're running into people that's raised to survive, so they only know how to extract and use you, and they don't use you the
I think
proper
this is
way.
why you got to be careful with who you help too. I learned that the hard way. You can't help everybody. Everybody don't deserve help. And some people, the reason why they need help is simply because they're reaping what they sowed. That person is suffering because of something that they've done. And I helped somebody who was reaping what they sowed. None of the help it didn't do anything. Everything, anytime, any help I offered, God took it right away because it was His will for that person to suffer because of all the wickedness that they had done. So whatever help I offered was of no use.
And remember, that go back to the theme of today, Cain and Abel. He could have killed Cain, but he didn't. He sent them off, and he told people, do not help him, or you will reap his sins. And don't kill him, or you'll reap his sins. So he wanted him to suffer. So no matter how much help you give a demon, bro, you're going to waste your time. And it's 80-20. 80 on your purpose, 20 with this worldly shit, with this entertainment, with this crap shit. You know what I mean?
Can I ask her a question?
Yeah.
Definitely.
La
You
Reggie.
got to ask her.
Are you
Hi, how are
married?
you?
Are you married?
No.
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm doing good. No, I'm not
Are you
married.
married?
That was it?
I said, are you married?
No. I said no, I'm not married.
You have kids?
No, I don't have any. No, if I'm not married, I mean, I know this is just kind of. I know people have kids out of wedlock, but I don't believe in having children out of wedlock.
No. I just wanted to. I'm pulling your credentials of speaking on this topic, and you. That's all I wanted to ask. You good? Go ahead.
No,
Y'all
but
can-
I don't believe in having children out of wedlock. But I also do not want children. I've never really wanted children, so no, I don't have any children.
Why you
And
don't want?
I've never been pregnant either. I've never been pregnant, so ain't no abortions over here.
No, I'm just saying. You don't want children.
Children are a very, very big responsibility.
It
They are a
is.
very big. It's a very big responsibility financially. It's a very big responsibility time-wise, emotionally. Children are a very big responsibility. Some people don't realize until they have children how difficult it is to be a parent. And I'm not talking about being a single parent because even in a two-parent household, children are just a lot of responsibility. I actually used to work with kids, so I got a glimpse of what it's like. And
Is that a
I
fear?
just don't. Huh?
Is that a fear of you? Like, is
No, I'm
that
not.
you scared
No.
of?
I'm not. No. I'm not scared of. I know for a fact that I would be a great mother, but I just don't want the responsibility. It's just not for me.
I mean,
It's not something I want to do.
than anybody, so I can respect that.
I'm sorry. Say that again. I couldn't hear you.
I said you know yourself better than anybody, so I can respect that.
Yeah, but I don't have. I'm not against people having children or anything like that. I'm not against marriage either. I think marriage is a beautiful thing. But even biblically, it's not. It's like marriage and children are not biblical promises, and a lot of people don't know that. So, because I'm gonna be honest, a lot of people are not. They are not capable of sticking to their vows. I don't know if y'all. A lot of married people be doing the whole. Be doing. Listen.
Would you have children?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Cut out.
I said if you had your unicorn man, would you have children?
No, I don't want children. It has nothing to do with the man. Now, if I'm married and I was to get pregnant, I'm not getting rid of the baby. We got a child. We got a child. But also, before marriage, you want to make sure that you're financially stable and all of that. Everything would already be in order. So if I was to get married and I get pregnant, then I guess it was God's will. So I guess we got a baby. And also the type of lifestyle that I would want my children or child to have. It's not so much that they gotta have Gucci and none of that. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them parents at all. But my child in this climate would have to go to private school because not that I'm against public school. I went to public school. I turned out
I
great.
agree with you because my
Public school
my
back in public school back in the 90s was different. We went and we learned academics. They wasn't teaching us about no LGBTQ, and I don't know what my teachers' sexual preferences was, nor was that any of my business because I'm a child. It's different now. So if I was to have a child, my child would have to go to private school. But I'm not scared of having children or anything like that. I just simply don't. I don't want. It's a lot of responsibility. It's a lot,
All
and I
right.
just don't want it. That's all.
All right, guys. Now listen, I got a question for everybody on the panel. And hold on, we did get somebody. No, nobody knew. I got a question. Sticking to the title tonight. We're gonna start with you, Don Jeter, and then we're gonna go down. Why do you think emotional black men never keep the women of their dreams? In your opinion,
hold on. You said say it again. You
why
said
why do you think most men never get to keep the woman of their dreams, the woman that they dream about,
I
their
can't answer.
dream girl?
I can't answer that question. I'm not fit to answer it. So I can't get my on that. I'm not fit to answer it.
Put me in the game, coach.
King Grove, you with us, King
I'm not
Grove?
fit to answer that question. So you got to pass it to somebody else, because I'm not in that category to answer that question, because I did what I was supposed to do the right way. So I'm not fit to answer that question. I'm outside the box looking in.
King Grove, what's your answer on that, King Grove?
Now what? Say, let me make sure I get this right. You know what I'm talking about? I don't want to speak out of turn. You know, the bad guy done showed up in the building. I'm gonna crush some niggas' feelings. But go on, Goodbread. Give me the question properly.
Let me hit you with the question.
Come on.
Why do you think most men never get to keep the woman, girl of their dreams?
Just men in general, or a certain type of man?
In general, men in general.
Well, unfortunately, bruh, you know, in this country, America, women are sold a fantasy. They're sold a dream that it's all about them, and men are stupid. We're just worker drones here to serve them and make their life easier. And we're about as disposable as some cheap ass Payless shoes. And because of that, you feel me? You got a whole lot of 50 and 60-year-old girls that don't know that they're women. 30 and 40-year-old girls. I mean, they run around doing the goofy shit. You know, they get a good man. Like even Kevin Samuels say, you know, y'all are home wreckers. Who's leaving the house? Now, granted, there's some, you know, dudes out there that ain't doing what they supposed to do. But if we're talking about a dude who's taking care of his business, he pleasing his woman sexually, the bills is taken care of, she feels safe, she feels loved and appreciated. You know, it goes back since people want to Bible thump today. I'll thump with anybody. You know what I'm talking about? And basically in 2 Timothy chapter 3, it doesn't talk about men wanting to learn something new. It talks about women always want to learn something new. And if you remember, that movie that started a whole lot of black females leaving their good black men and wanting to be interracial was that movie, Something New, where Sanaa Lathan, or whatever her name was, had, you know, a good black man, Blair Underwood. He had the money, the intelligence, the education, the look, all that. She wanted to go after the broke, you know, white boy that was basically digging in the dirt like a broke farmer. And this is the propaganda that the media is putting out there to our sisters to tell them that they don't need us. And unfortunately, just like child support, you know what I mean, and this whole welfare system, they bought it hook, line, and sinker. And, you know, because of that, a man can never keep a woman in America happy. It just ain't happening, because they always gonna want something new. The grass is always greener on the other side. I mean, it's so bad now, bruh. You know, you could look at recent episodes of Maury before he stopped doing his show. I mean, he had like 2 different white broads and 2 different, you know, black sisters, and they had fraternal twins that all had 2 different daddies. Now, what kind of shit is that? And you mean to tell me that as a man in this country, you're going to be able to please a woman who's so promiscuous, she's having sex with 2 different men in the span of 3 days and the possibility of conception? There's no way to please a female like that. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, bro. There's this Disney fantasy and this notion that women can have whatever they want. They can have it all. And a man has to do everything to serve me. And I'm a princess. And I'm going to tell you how to do it. Like in a relationship with a man and a woman, if you're coming out of the Torah, the Bible, or the Quran, basically the man is supposed to be like the president and the woman's supposed to be the vice president. So yeah, we want to hear what you have to say and we value your opinion. But at the end of the day, I'm the one that's got the veto pen. My word is law at the end of the day. And the scripture in the New Testament says what? In Timothy and in Corinthians, it says, God didn't put women here to honor God. He put women here to honor man, and man here to honor God. Now, you ain't going to hear that in a lot of churches, because a lot of churches is filled up with 85% women, and they want that collection plate coming in fat. You can't serve 2 masters. You can't serve money and Chase and Wells Fargo and still serve God. It said people would be saying shit in the last days that would tickle people's ears. People would make a show of being religious, but their religion wouldn't be real. And again, this is in 2 Timothy 3, if anybody wants to look it up.
He breaking it down. That's why I'm not fit to answer that question.
I'm
Hey,
just saying.
good bread. He preaching. Hey, he
Yo, you
breaking
already know how King Grove come. He
the
know
question
it's the
to
righteous fear, yo. But
marriage.
now I
Women
save
aren't supposed to work for
La.
God.
I save La for last because I know La is the female expert. La,
Okay,
why you think most men don't get to keep the woman the girl of their dreams?
well, I think that you have to, and you once again, we talking about men, so you guys can chime in. But I think that you have the man has to first define what the woman of his dreams is, because if we're gonna be honest, a lot of niggas like hoes.
That's a
A lot of
fact.
niggas, a lot of niggas like hoes. And my uncle is 60 years old, and he told me that. He said, "Listen, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you." He said, "A lot of men don't want no good woman; they want a hoe," and that's true. And I know that that's true because the worst women get the best men. You ever notice? You know, a lot of men talk about how women go for pookies and ray rays and this, that, and the third, right? And there is some truth to that. There is. But you ever notice that the best guys, the nicest guys, the greatest guys, the faithful guys, they don't never go for women who are their equals. They don't want a librarian. They
Yo,
always want an
listen,
IG model.
You know how I know that's fact? Because when you go to all of the channels, right, and you see the most educated men, they only talking about Pookie's girl. And we all know Pookie girl is toxic. So why are you mad at Pookie? Why do they be mad at Pookie so much when you
It,
know the girls that like Pookie are the bitches you not supposed to fucking like anyway? So you
yeah, so
absolutely spot on.
so my thing is, you have to, if the woman that you desire is not a woman that would ever desire to be kept anyway, then you're never going to be able to keep her because that's not in her nature. If a man is constantly chasing because you know the Jezebel spirit is not something that's only found in women; it's found in men too. Spirits are spirits, right? So if you're constantly chasing a woman who is of the Jezebel spirit, Jezebel did not want to be kept. Whenever a woman calls herself a free spirit, you already know what that means.
Can I
So you
chime?
have to you have to want a woman that wants to be kept. And before you say anything, I just want to piggyback off of his comment about emotional men, right? So emotions are different things:
Larry,
joy,
can I cut
happiness,
you off real quick,
anger.
please?
I'm sorry, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you fine, love. I appreciate you. Okay, so she said something that hit home. Um, I say all the time, talking to good bread.
Mm-hmm.
When you take yourself serious, you gonna take everybody else around you serious.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't take yourself serious, you are subjugated to any type of fuck shit that comes. And it's only one person you can be mad at. Who's that, good bread?
Yourself.
Exactly.
Church.
I land my plane.
Corey Holcomb had said this, right? Because a lot of times when I say it, men like, oh no, that's not true. That's not. It's there are some men who can tell you, not many, because a good man is hard to find, and so is a good woman. And even the Bible will say that because we're living in the last days. So finding somebody who really is striving to please God is rare. And I don't like the fact that people make it seem like, oh, it's easy to find a good man or it's easy to find a good woman. That's not true. So when it comes to emotions, there are a range of emotions. Corey Holcomb said himself, most men pick the wrong woman because men have this thing where they want to turn a hoe into a housewife. It's not possible. It's not possible. The only person that can change the heart of somebody is God. So it's not your place to be trying to change a hoe into a housewife. Let God do that. And if He's not doing it, why are you trying to? The same thing. If you're a female and you got a man, this nigga in and out of jail, why are you trying to be his probation officer? That's not your place. He has to make the decision to change. And if he doesn't want to change for the betterment of himself, then you might as well just leave him alone. People go around picking the wrong people. And I will say this because I have said it before. I know men where I told them, leave that girl alone. She's a hoe. I know somebody where I said, leave that girl alone. She's a hoe. She's out here and she's effing and essing. And I'm saying this because I know who she's messing around with. I said it. His mother said it. His brother said it. Other people. There were people that I didn't even know. At least 20 people. And I'm not even exact. At least 20 people have had the same conversation. leave that person alone and focus on yourself. I told this particular individual, I said, you need to leave that person alone and you need to be single because you're not ready to be with anybody. And you're not going to be ready until you submit to God. I said, put yourself first, which most women will never tell a man to put himself first because that don't benefit us. But when you really care about somebody, right, you're going to tell them, look, put yourself first and focus on yourself first. You can't be in you shouldn't even be entertaining a relationship with anybody if you have no relationship with God. Or an emotional man, and this goes for men or women. I don't understand why people have no relationship with God but get into relationships with other people and think it's going to work. It's not going to work. Because because you're out of order. God comes first. Everything else is secondary, right?
Facts.
So a man who is emotional, right? And when I say emotional, I mean overly emotional because everybody has emotions. Happiness is an emotion, anger is an emotion, being sad is an emotion. A man that's overly emotional is never going to be able to keep any woman, even a virtuous woman, right? Because emotionally he is unstable. The Bible says, something about a man being unstable in all of his ways. I cannot remember the scripture, but it's something like that. If that man is unstable in that particular area and he can't control his emotions, he's not going to be able to make good decisions, which means he's going to make irrational decisions. And if a man is making irrational decisions, he's not going to be able to lead a woman because if as a woman, I'm supposed to follow your headship, right? And you're making bad decisions for yourself, you're going to make bad decisions for me and us, which means you're going to fall into the pit and I'm going to be right behind you.
Bingo.
Hold on. I want to rebuttal that. So if you, which is what you saying is right, is logically right. What you saying, La Original, that everything you just said was right. But what is the percentage of black women think that black men can lead?
Most black women don't think that black men can lead.
Exactly. That's why. That's
but
why.
That's not the thing though. The question is, can most black men lead? It doesn't matter whether a woman thinks a man can lead or not. Just because you think a man can't do something, that doesn't mean that he can't. This is why you don't put all men in a box. But can most black men lead?
If that's what the media is pushing at a mass production level, that's what y'all gonna think.
Well, see, this is the thing, right? I judge a person based. Every individual is different, so I don't look at all black men and say none of you niggas can lead because the majority of black men are not the ones out here having babies out of wedlock. It's only 16%. So it's a very small majority of black men that are out here making that type of irrational decision. Not saying that that's the only type of irrational decision that you can make. It's a variety of irrational decisions you can make, but you would have to see, right? And this is why fasting is so important because God will show you what you cannot see because He knows everything. So if you fast, God will show you this one right here. I call this one, and He's capable of leading. So if you're gonna make it, because I'm gonna be honest. Investing in another person that's a tricky investment. That's a tricky investment.
No, it's not. Listen, let's stop. Hold on. I need to stop you right there. It's not because if you invest in yourself, you know who you're investing in. You're not making mistakes.
Well, that's where fasting comes in.
That ain't got nothing to do with no fasting. That comes with being responsible as a person and knowing what's wrong.
But what I'm trying to tell you is there are some people who are very sneaky and crafty. This is why I stress the importance of fasting because people will show you one thing, right? And then later on you see something else. But when you fast, God will show you what you cannot see. Like for instance, right? There's plenty of people out here who
in order to get the truth when I can just live righteously and get the truth.
I'm sorry, say that again. I couldn't hear you.
You talk about fasting, drinking water and all this other type of stuff.
I didn't say anything about drinking water. I don't drink water when I fast.
I know what fasting is though. I'm just being straightforward to the point with you. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but what I'm saying is when you are a genuinely righteous person and you take yourself serious, bro, it's easy for you to take other people serious and see they bullshit because they not moving like you.
Church.
I'm not disagreeing, but what I'm saying is you have
what you saying is nothing burgers.
Okay, so like I said, what I'm saying is what you're saying is not necessarily wrong, but you have people who are very crafty and they play the
Them people
part.
can't get around a righteous person. That's what I'm telling you.
The Bible says that even the elect can be fooled. This is why I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying, but what I'm saying is, even with what you're saying, you have to implement God. You
Then
still got to add God in the mix.
Okay. So listen, Law Original. Why can't I actually say that I've had no failures in life?
Have you added God into the mix? Do you pray?
Whatever
because
I believe.
I can guarantee the truth. Because remember,
I'm talking about being righteous.
A righteous man is a man that submits to God.
Into this conversation.
I didn't say anything
but the simple
about.
fact
I didn't say anything about religion.
Talking about.
I didn't say anything about religion. I didn't mention Christianity, Islam. I didn't say anything about religion. I spoke about God.
She just said fasting.
God is not
she
religion.
just said fasting.
But you don't have to be. You don't have to be a Christian or a Muslim or anything like that to fast. When I'm talking about God, I didn't say anything about a religion. Religion is man-made. This is why I didn't say anything about a religion, because religion is man-made. I'm specifically talking about God. Discernment is a gift of the Holy Spirit, and it is God-given. You have discernment. That gift that you have, most people, male or female, don't have, which is why you are able to make logical and even good spiritual decisions, because you have something most people don't have, and most people don't even seek to have it. That's why, in my opinion.
Let me say now, granted, you might not have mentioned an actual organized religion as far as fasting, but can we all agree the idea of fasting came from organized religion originally?
No, we cannot.
I can agree with that.
I disagree.
I can agree.
So where did it come from then, if it didn't? And I'm a historian, so I mean, go ahead. Please tell me. Enlighten me. I'm curious.
Fasting is in the Bible. Nowhere in the Bible does God tell. Let me finish. Can I finish, please? Can I finish, please? Thank you.
No, please.
Nowhere in the Bible does God say to be religious. Nowhere in the Bible does God say to be religious. The Bible. Can I finish? The Bible specifically says, "Be holy, for I, your God, am holy." He doesn't say to be religious.
The book says, "Study all teachings."
What?
That's what it actually says. Because Nick, I've read the Bible several times.
Yeah, but that's not religions. Religions and teachings.
Thank you.
Religions and teachings. It's the wording here that's, even when she said fasting, that's how we talk up here. I could tell, like, see, it's a language thing, yeah. It's a language thing, but y'all saying the same shit. Y'all do know that, yeah. Saying the similar shit. I wanted you to keep going, get deeper in to what you were saying about the when you was talking about the fasting. After you said fasting and you went in, what was you about to get into? What was you about to say? Because that is important. People got to learn how to separate the real from the fake, bro. The spirit, and now you was getting into the spiritual.
Fasting. I can tell you from my own experience. Fasting is important. Fasting will, like, for instance, right? Because everybody doesn't. I have a cousin. I don't know what it is. Her discernment is on point. She can get around somebody, right? And she can start pointing out what's off about them from a spiritual context, right? Now, there have been times where I'm just like, all right, here we go. But I'm going to keep it a buck. She ain't never been wrong. And I might brush her off, and later on come to find out what she's saying is actually true. That is a gift of discernment. Now, what she got, I don't necessarily have, right? But when you fast, right? When you fast, it will show you. When you fast, it's like you're tapping into the spiritual realm. And I'm not talking from like a witchcraft perspective, nothing like that, right? But somebody can have the spirit of a murderer. Somebody can have all types of spirits around them that you are not privy to. But when you fast, you deny your flesh to strengthen your spirit, and that's how you build an even stronger connection to God. And that is when God will really show you what is in the
order every day. Real talk.
What did you say?
You can do the same thing what you talking about just by going to take a morning jog and drinking water.
But the Bible, but once again, my belief is in the Bible, and the Bible don't say you can take a jog and drink water and God will start to show you things.
I'm telling you from personal experience.
Okay, so your personal experience
that's
is
how
your
you
personal
tap
experience,
in, then
but
that's how
I'm
you
talking
tap
about
in.
the Bible.
If that's how you tap in, Don, then that's how you tap in. But But let it continue.
I'm letting her cook. You see, I ain't saying nothing. I'm letting her cook, but I got pushbacks on certain little things she say. But
anything that you it's not that you have pushback on what I'm saying, because if what I'm saying is, I don't know what your beliefs are, but if what I'm saying doesn't conflict scripture, it's not that you have any pushback on what I'm saying. You have pushback on God's word, because that's all I'm repeating. If I'm wrong, like if I'm scripturally wrong, I'm not above correction at all, because I would never want to be out here saying things that are not true. Because when you come into the truth, you want to let everybody know. I would never want to be out here giving false information. So
yo, you think that's why she over here, gang? Because that's all we do over here.
She didn't say anything wrong outside of the scripture, but at the same time, it's everybody can achieve things different ways, just like you said. That's how I tap in. That's how I tap in. But what I'm saying is, sometimes
somebody else may do the same thing and not be able to tap in.
Then they might have to go to the word, like they might have to really go to the word in the context of the word.
About fasting, because everybody that drinks water and takes a jog is not going to be able to see that this person has the spirit of Jezebel, or this person is struggling with lust. Everybody's not going to be able to drink some Dasani and go running around a park, and all of a sudden they have some type of spiritual enlightenment. That's not going to work for everybody.
That's fact.
That's the point that's the point that I was trying to make.
And I also made the same assessment to what we looking at on the screen, which is the picture of this dude not being able to understand what the dude to the left is saying, because you got to hold some people's hands.
No, you're absolutely right. There's also a scripture that says to dust off your feet. When you are trying to give somebody knowledge and you notice that they're being resistant to it, there comes a point where you got to just let them be and let God deal with them. You can continue to keep them covered in prayer.
I agree with that.
But you will become, I know this. I remember I was spiritually drained, and you could see it physically from trying to warn somebody, don't do this, leave this person alone. And the person didn't listen. And a month later, they got shot. And I said, but I told you. The person got shot in the jaw. And I had called them to check on them. Like, yo, how you been? I haven't spoken to you in a few weeks. And they had their jaw was wired shut. And when I asked what happened, I said, but this is the same person that I told you less than 6 weeks ago to leave alone. I told you leave the person alone. Your father told you leave the person alone. Your pastor told you, and you didn't listen. And luckily, God spared you, because it could have been your chest or your heart or something that you lucky that you got hit in a place where you can recover.
Goodbread, can you rewind it 45 seconds back and let it play?
Yeah, I'm about to run it. I said I'm gonna run it. Now, let's run the whole thing.
Can you rewind it 45 seconds back, please? Please,
it's already on 0.
Okay, go ahead.
It's hard out here. And you talking about, I'm not a man if I'm going 50-50 with my woman. It's hard, brother. You sitting up here, your nice house, your nice jewelry, nice cars. Oh yeah, man, you gotta do 100%. How, brother? If I'm making $14 an hour, what you expect? You still on there. Oh yeah, man, 100%. You're not a man. You're not a man. How? I'm still working. I'm still providing, right? So what makes me not a man? Because I'm going 50-50 with my woman.
And brother, I applaud you, because I understand that it is hard out here, but we are men, so we have to go harder. I'm not saying or trying to speak down to you, my brother, by any means necessary. I'm not. But I want you to be reminded of something that our fathers didn't teach us, that we must go hard and that we shouldn't get into a relationship with a woman until we have direction.
But who are you to say that?
A person that cares, a person that loves you, a person that's been in your shoes and understands how it feels when we can't give our family what they truly deserve. We have to go hard. Now, give me one moment. I've been in your shoes. And when I was in your shoes, I stayed in my lane. I lived where I lived. My woman didn't work. She nurtured to the children till I got this. And I'm trying to give you the cheat code. Do what you need to do so you can feed your woman, and while she's nurturing the children, she can also nurture your dreams and your goals. Now you can be successful. Now you don't have to say I'm working for $15.
Goodbread.
Now you can say I got employees that I'm paying that's working for me for $15. I'm trying to elevate you. But men get so caught in their emotions and their pride, and the first thing you want to do is feel attacked. Get the wisdom.
This is coming from a rich man.
But right now you're acting triggered. But right now you're acting triggered. But how did I get here?
Yeah.
But how do I give you? And I'm giving you the steps. This is if you put down your ego, if you put down your pride.
I want to feel it, but he's not telling him, and everybody's missing what he's saying and not saying. He's telling him the game. What he's not saying is when he said that whole simple point of why you making $14, which at your age you shouldn't even be making $14, honestly. But he's telling him your wife should be your secretary. Your wife need to be in the house managing what it is that you're doing. It's so simple, bro. It's so simple. He's telling him what he needs to do with his family. He's speaking behind a closed curtain. If you understand scripture, it also says that too.
I agree.
And that's a fact. And that's where, let me break that down. Let me uncomplicate the common sense.
Because, like I said, biblically, the wife, if she wants to work, that's up to her, but she is not commanded to. So why would you get married if you, like, I mean, this is coming from somebody, I don't have an issue with the 50-50, but even if you go 50-50, if something happens to your wife and she can't work, like if she get pregnant, and she could get pregnant with triplets, if she gets pregnant and she can't work, you biblically must be able to pay all the bills. And you should not get, as a man, you should not get married if you are not able of covering all the bills.
Law original, what you saying is validated. But what the conversation is, he's trying to get up out of poverty.
Yeah, he should have did that before he got married.
No, I'm just saying he's missing the gems that the dude to the left is giving him on the gems. Your wife is supposed to be your secretary, meaning that you need to up your game as a man.
Can I also say that
make
woman,
your wife an in-house wife where she can work in-house and take care of the kids at the same time while you go out in the field and get your hands dirty. It's that simple.
That woman picked
telling him.
That woman, no disrespect to his wife, you know, my goal is not to disrespect him, but his wife, and I'm not saying that you should pick a man just because he got a lot of money, because money and character are two different things, and I say this all the time. The Bible says it's hard for a rich person to enter into heaven. So you can't pick a man simply based off of his annual income, because a person can have money and be a complete degenerate. However, if you want to be a wife, you should have picked somebody who can pay all of the bills. It seemed like she picked poorly, and love should be the foundation of a marriage, because the Bible says a man is commanded also to love his wife like Christ loved the church. But
also, yes, atonement is also relevant in life. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I agree.
Atonement, because anybody can cleanse themselves and come back 1,000%. It's up to them to have that type of vigor in order to actually just go and do it and just beast up.
And this is why I asked y'all to put a 1 or 2 in the chat. If you could tell by his emotional response and the way he listen and focus and intake information, he don't deal with women that emotionally capable of so you could tell. Hold on, bro. You could tell. I'm about to tie in what both of y'all saying right now. Hold on, bro. You have the floor. You have the floor. You could tell that he don't deal with the proper woman. So you right when you say his wife is trash and she picked the wrong dude. But remember, guys, in the scripture, it also reads, for every wicked spirited woman, there is a wicked spirited man. Like, that's who they're going to match with. They're going to match. People are matching with who they belong with because of mindset, because they moving off of the lack of knowledge.
That's in Ecclesiasticus. It says a wicked man will be given a wicked woman as his portion. That's exactly. And I read that to somebody.
That's a fact.
Bro, his outlook on this whole interview is terrible, bro. It's terrible. I'm just
Do
being
they have
honest.
children?
It's deplorable.
They have
Because,
children?
huh?
I'm sorry. Does this man on the right?
Yo,
He
let it
have
run.
children?
We're gonna let it rip because I think that it get deeper.
It's
It get deeper.
deplorable. It's deplorable. He's
Brother, am I saying anything wrong? I'm saying men should be men.
But you
I
saying we
know it's
not men. You saying we not men.
brother. Any man that makes an excuse can't be a man completely.
Thank you.
Can be a male. A man comes with responsibilities. And it's hard. To be a man, it's hard, brother. It's not easy. That's why the respect you want from your woman that you don't get, I get from mine.
My woman respect me.
Hold on.
My woman respect me.
You think she respects
My
you.
woman respect me.
You think she respects you.
Brother.
You think she has she ever raised her voice at you?
No.
Does she cook for you every night,
Of
brother?
course.
So she respects you, cooks for you every night. Does she clean the house?
Of course.
She cleans the house and you got her working 16 hours a day. That sounds like slavery.
No, it's not.
Brother, you got her cooking every night.
I don't have her doing anything. She does it because she wants to. We in the trenches together.
The trench.
Now, right there, I'm gonna stop it because he could have used a better choice of words. Because she is doing it because she wants to. She doing it because society hooked them to worrying about two things and two things only. They look and get in the bag. They look and get in the bag. Nothing else. Kids, being a mother, you know what I mean? Traditional values, spirituality, none of that. Look and get in the bag.
Original troll back in here, Sugar Bum.
Sugar Bum, what's
Yeah,
going on?
She down here doing what she do.
Sugar Bum is here. She needs to
Trolling.
take out the sugar and just leave it as a bum.
She just trolling, bro. She in the chat room trolling her ass off. Jesus Christ.
Goodbread, I had a comment about the video.
Go ahead, bro.
Okay, if you look a few seconds ago when old buddy, started asking him, he really started digging deep and asking him, the real deal Holyfield questions about his relationship with his woman. You know what I'm saying? This nigga on the right seemed like he's pressed.
Yes.
You feel me? And I don't believe half the shit that this nigga's saying, because when you got a woman that's as good as he claimed that she is, you be sitting up there hella comfortable. This nigga hands all, you know what I'm saying, rubbed together and shit. He looking like that dude from Belly sitting on the couch after they made him get butt naked. You gonna get yours, B. You gonna get yours, son.
OG, keep cooking. Go ahead, keep going.
Looking ass. You know what I'm talking about? This nigga hella and I'm gonna tell you something. When he said, "Do she raise her voice?" No, nigga. That's like you asking a dope fiend, nigga. You hit that rock this morning? No, motherfucker. You a dope head to your heart, nigga. You probably got 2 crack pipes in case the first one failed. Shut.
He cooking. All facts.
Of course.
All facts.
So she respects you, cooks for you every night. Does she clean the house?
Of course.
She cleans the house and you got her working 16 hours a day. That sounds like slavery.
No, it's not.
Brother, you got her cooking every night.
I don't have her doing anything. She does it because she wants to. We in the trenches together.
The trenches.
Yeah, he said that like a hell of a mother. He spoke that shit like a hell of a mother, boy.
Okay, so listen, Goodbread, let me ask you a question. You live in New York, right?
Yep.
Okay, so since this housing crisis has happened since the COVID-19, I live in the South. We've never seen $1,000 rent since 2020. Y'all been living in New York with over $1,000 rent since when? Since when?
Shit. I want to say 90, 99, 98?
99.
Since British Knights of the Reebok Blacktop Goodbread.
Literally 25 years past. Y'all literally are living in a 25-year of recession that we are seeing in the South. Y'all been living with that for 25 years. These people here are in the. Hold on, baby girl. I'm gonna let you cook. Y'all been living with that in New York for 25 years, my nigga. And in the South, we finally seeing that heat. I'm pretty sure that these two dudes are somewhere in the South. Because they having this interview and it's an issue.
Right.
Black people don't have issues like that where it goes viral unless it's a real issue. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, you're right.
Ask George Floyd. Ask Breonna Taylor. Ask Aubrey. Ask anybody in the South, bro. We don't say nothing because it don't apply to us unless it's a real issue. Am I right or wrong? It's open.
Together?
That's what we in.
Brother, do you know anything about emotional abuse?
I do.
Explain it.
Emotional abuse is when you pour all your hurt and pain onto a woman, and just because you can't see her scars, you think it's okay. If I had a conversation with your woman, she'll probably start crying. They tired. They not built to go through what they're going through with you.
No.
She didn't choose you to struggle.
But again, who are you to say that?
Brother, a brother that loves you. And again, I'm trying to give you the cheat code. If you put yourself in a position, right, you work. If you have to get two jobs, you grind, allow your woman to do what she does in the home. If you have a business idea, you have her nurture that, hey, baby, it's going to be a little hard for the next 2 years. But if we move like this, we're going to be good. You keep saying, who am I to tell you this? A man that's been in your position. A man that has risen above your circumstances. And I'm coming back down to say, this is what you do. You're not a man until you move like this. Most males will die, never experience what it feels to be a man and to be complete respected by his women and children because he didn't step into that true king place. Brother, it's hard. I understand. It's difficult.
But do you understand though?
Brother,
do you understand?
Brother, if I didn't understand,
there's no way possible you could understand.
Oh, praise.
No way.
Why do you think that, brother?
Look at you. You on the net flashy.
This is where the hate come in at. This is where that crab in the barrel, hell of a mama, ain't teach him shit but how to be hateful. You know what I mean? Pop him in the head, then give him a plate of food, and don't explain to him shit. You know what I mean?
He's envious.
Well,
this shit crazy, boy.
At this point, this is what we enlighten our people at because your platform is amazing. I'm not gonna cap to you, and the reason nobody gravitate towards your shit because nobody like medicine. That's what you are, medicine. Nobody likes it. I like medicine because I want to live.
It's growing though. It's still growing. People starting to catch on to this good bread.
Bro, don't nobody like medicine, bro. I'm just being honest with you.
That's real tough.
To have at least 500,000 subscribers. At least. That's the minimum he's supposed to have. Nobody like medicine. If Goodbread think I'm lying, he can say, Don Jeter, you lying.
Yeah, man. You're not a man if you're not going 100. Your woman don't love you because you're not paying 100% of your bills.
She can't.
Dang, who's to say that?
Brother, you will never know what it feels like to truly experience your woman until you're able to remove.
Are you with my woman?
Brother.
Are you with my woman, brother?
Brother,
are you with my woman?
I guarantee you, if y'all did a wife swap, your woman wouldn't want to go back though, brother.
Bruh.
It's a mindset. It's a mind. It's just a mind. And this is the emotions.
I do think
if you stay emotional and you do not intake new information and you let that shit trigger you, you're gonna miss out on life, on really living, getting out of survival mode. Cause
I do.
Sorry.
That man is wrong when he says that your woman doesn't love you because you're not paying all the bills. And the reason why I say this is because once again, I know women who their man pays all the bills and they don't love him. The only reason that they're there is because he pays all the bills. They don't love him, and some of them are still cheating. This is why I say If you want to pay all the bills, there's nothing wrong with that. But
But though,
paying all the bills,
that's not what he said though. He that's not where he's coming from when he say that. He's coming from a standpoint of in biology. She doesn't, bro. She doesn't.
why?
She's
Why
with
do you
him
say
because
that?
that's the best. That's the best. He's the best she can attract. Clearly, she's trash. She can't attract no dude that's gonna pay all her bills, but she can attract him who can help her, assist her in her sponsorship on her playing this part, playing the part of what society is addicting the women
No,
to believe looks
I
and
agree.
bags. That's
I
what he
agree.
is telling him. He's trying to give him the heads up on that game right there. Because you know, women not gonna tell you what you signing up for.
Yeah,
Females not gonna be like,
I agree. I just wanted to make it clear that paying all the bills doesn't guarantee that your woman. It doesn't guarantee that she loves you, and it doesn't guarantee she's going to be faithful. I just wanted to make that clear.
yeah, definitely, guys. Don't and then we don't, you know, that's that Kevin Samuels shit right there.
Stay,
That's
stay,
that
stay,
trick
at,
shit.
stay,
That's
stay,
that
stay
trick
at
shit.
home. Stay at home.
That's
Mothers
that
cheat.
trick shit. That's that trick
Listen,
shit right here. We don't know because what he's behind his message is when he say you got to have your woman work for you. Is this is why I tell you guys you have your job right, you have your job, but then you also want to create a purpose because that's our ultimate goal as men. We are to be creators like our Father God, the Most High. We are to create something. So what he's trying to tell him is you when you get your job, then you get your creation on, have your female work for your creation. While you're working your job to fund your creation, your female will run and fund that. So you have her working for you. You know what I mean? And that should work. I've done that. I have done that in real life. I done hired Miss Goodbread, and then in turn she was able to hire my daughter, and
that's good.
it like shit crazy.
Generational wealth.
And that's how that get created. Instead of having this poverty cycle shit continue where we play, oh, we gonna team up and help get each other out of poverty. That shit ain't never work because it's people she ain't gonna cut off that she need to cut off. And then it's people you not gonna cut off because you need them for your survival to even deal with this bitch. You know what I mean? So you not gonna cut them off, but you need to cut them off in order to really grow and not be where niggas fall into this cycle. That's why he's so emotional, because he know he ain't living right. He ain't living right like how God say to live, B.
Brother, listen, I almost
Exactly.
called you a woman.
You
Forgive
got
me.
you got your woman. I got mine, brother.
Brother, right now, you're dealing
Who
in
said
high
facts?
emotions. You're not even allowing me to finish my sentence,
For
brother.
what? You finished your sentence.
Bro, do you like Chinese food?
No,
Do you like chicken?
What
no,
the fuck do
So you
Chinese
don't like
got to
nothing.
do with
no.
anything?
Brother, shut
What are
up.
you talking about,
Let
bro?
me,
We
let's,
trying
let's
to
look.
fix our race, and you talking about Chinese food. Come on, man.
That was a good question. He trying to see where his emotion at right now, because now the nigga in the box
We are
is
men.
so
We're not
no
dealing
no
with
no no
emotion.
hold on no I caught it, because the nigga in the box is so emotional now to where now he's learning if he need to wash his hands and be done with him. That was the question to see if is he worthy enough for me to keep giving him this game, or I'm gonna just wash my hands and be done. We're gonna play that back. We're gonna play that back.
Run it back, run it back, run it back. Let's see what's going on, cause I missed it. I was trying to goddamn get this troll out the chat.
I got mine, brother.
Brother, right now, you're dealing in high emotions. You're not even allowing me to finish my sentence,
For
brother.
what? You finished your sentence.
Bro, do you like Chinese food?
No,
Do you like chicken?
no,
So you don't like nothing.
no.
Brother, shut up. Let me
Like
give
a
you a gem, right?
true
Straight gem,
single mother, like a true hell of a son right there, bro. You saw that right there? That's what you
Everybody like
missed.
Chinese food.
And he just saying no now because he being stubborn. Now he just rejecting everything. Now he don't, and that was the test to see, like, all right, so let me see, like, you know what I
Okay,
mean?
now I understand. Now,
How much he gonna drag it? How much he gonna drag this ignorant, this
yeah,
passionately ignorant, stubborn shit?
I see it now. Now I understand, because I'm like, what the fuck do Chinese food got to do with any of this shit? I like I said, I jumped off because I went into the actual YouTube.
Oh, don't worry about it. You ain't
Motherfucker.
gotta explain all
Hey,
that. You ain't gotta explain all that. You back right now. You back now, bro.
Brother, are you with my woman?
Brother, listen, I almost
Exactly.
called you a woman.
You
Forgive
got
me.
you got your woman, I got mine, brother.
Brother, right now, you're dealing in high emotions. You're not even allowing me to finish my sentence,
For
brother.
what? You finished your sentence.
Bro, do you like Chinese food?
No.
Do you like chicken?
No.
So you don't like nothing?
No.
This a whole
let me give you a gem, right? It's a gem, brother, please. And may you take this with a divine understanding heart, because I know how sometimes when we get triggered, we can't hear the love in a message because we feel triggered, we feel ashamed. But I'm saying this, if you truly love your woman, right? If you truly care for her, all I'm saying is go hard for her.
Real men.
And that's the video right there. But again, guys, like I said, it's no one blueprint, no cookie cutter sheet answer. Stop waiting around for that one answer. Ain't no one way to do it. We all got different paths, different roads. The information is clear. Female nature is clear. You got to learn female nature, bro. No female fitness sit around you, you know what I mean, for long periods of hardship before they not act on a hypergamy. That's is what it is. That's a fact. You know what I mean? I don't care how cute she is. I don't care how submissive, feminine, and friendly. If you have her for a long period of time. Now, some of them, now what I'm not gonna sit here and predict is how long you have. Clearly, you know, with the modern woman, you ain't got long, sir. That hourglass turn over real quick. You know what I mean? Now depending on how much value and morals they have, and how much they really are, and how high how high she is attracted to you, you might have longer than others. But always get back on that horse. Always be putting yourself first. You know what I mean? It ain't that hard, guys, to put yourself first.
I want to
But
hear Cook, man. And then
yo, hold on, bro. We about to wrap this thing on up, man. I ain't gonna be here all night now. But so like I say, we going to the panel now. Go ahead,
man,
go ahead, Don
what's
Jeter.
what's your time zone? All night.
I'm on. We on. You know, I'm on your time. You on my Orlando, Florida, right?
Nah, I'm in Europe right now.
Oh, you're in Europe. I'm on Eastern time. Man.
But nah, I want to hear OG Cook because he's everything he said has been spot on. And then La Original, she's saying a lot of shit spot on too. But the thing is, she's coming from a female perspective, which is nothing wrong. Is nothing wrong with her female perspective because she's actually being honest, and I can respect her being honest. But she don't understand men 100%.
No,
So
I don't. I don't understand men that like y'all the experts on
let
that.
me finish. Let me finish. OG is giving her the answers and she's refusing to accept it. So I want him to speak first so she can understand men. That's why I want OG to speak first.
What answer did he give that I disagreed with?
If you don't know, you missed all of them.
Maybe I didn't disagree with what he was saying. So that's what I'm asking. What did he say that I disagreed with? The only thing that he said that I disagreed with was
first, and you be feminine as a woman and let him speak.
Please don't tell me how to be a woman because I can't tell you how to be a man. That I won't tolerate.
Once
All
again,
right.
speak
So
first.
this why we had a host of the show, so shit won't get confusing like how it got confusing just now, bro. This is why we had a host of the show so he could direct the narrative of the show and he could get, you know what I mean, keep shit in order so we ain't got to keep sliding off, bro.
Oh, go ahead.
Know what I mean? So now we're gonna wrap this thing on up like how we normally wrap this thing on up.
Yeah,
Why emotional black men never keep the woman of their dreams. We're gonna start with you, Don Jeter, so that you can get it out your system. We don't went over two men conversating today. You've seen an emotional man and you've seen a man that was fully emotional, intelligent, and he had results. So you clearly know one can keep a woman and keep that level of attraction up more than the other. Why
I
is
do
it?
know the answer to it. I do know the answer to it. The thing is, I don't want to speak on that because I'm on the outside looking in because Like I told you, bro, I did the work at a young age. Bro, I came from a good household. 2 parents, every single thing. My nigga, I didn't stray away from what my father taught me, what my mother instilled into me. I never strayed away from that because, bro, I was already looking at the social media age. Bro, when I seen Facebook, I already knew this shit was over. It was over. Bro, I graduated 2004, 37 years old. Graduated 2004. Got married. Got a decent wife. And this what I was telling you about them passport bros at that point, because I didn't have to go overseas to go get my wife. My wife was a foreign exchange student. Married her. Got kids. Life is straight. My wife is my secretary. I don't have no issues in my life. I got a big ass house. Got Lambos outside. And I'm not a famous person. I don't even want the fame, bro. I don't want it. Do everything the right way. Stop fucking up in life. It's so fucking simple. Just don't fuck up. Everybody else, bro, you have to do right in life. It's just that fucking simple. Everything after that, man, bro, you are accountable for your fucking bad decisions. You're accountable for it. Do not blame nobody else. Nobody. Blame yourself.
Yo, my guy, King Goodove. We going with you next, my guy. You said a lot today. You was on point. Close the show for us, man. King Grove, you there? All right, so we're going to skip over King Grove. Live Original, I know you ain't going to leave the show without addressing the troll in the chat.
I had to check Sugar Bum. She a little slow, but that's, when you can't spell GED, what can you expect? Anyways, no, I mean, it was a very interesting chat. I agree. I like the viewpoints of everybody, so it's always a good time over here on at the Goodbread, at the Mr. Goodbread store.
Now that's
over here in the
what's up, though,
yo.
We definitely appreciate, though, when the sisters come through and hold us down and take some bullets and shit. You know what I mean? Because they shooting. They're going to be in my comment section.
They're going to call me a pick me.
If she willing to have a damn baby, but from what I've heard, she's a great woman.
I couldn't hear you.
I said from what I've heard, you're a great woman, but you gotta be more accepting to men and
how was I not? I'm confused. What did you hear that wasn't accepting to men? Nothing that I said violated scripture. And you made
it ain't about scripture.
Me having a baby.
You saying that you don't want to have kids?
I don't,
bro. That's a big deal to me.
I don't care if it's a big deal to me because I'm not looking to be with anybody. I don't have, biblically, right? Having children is not a commandment. Jesus didn't have any children.
It's not
Nor did he get married.
But it's a necessity to men.
Once again, where in the Bible does it say that if someone chooses not to have
children, it ain't about
it
being in the Bible. It's a necessity.
It's about it being
in the Bible. If I'm lying,
so
anybody on this panel can say that I'm lying.
Scripture, I didn't say that you were lying. But this is the thing that you failed to realize. If I
no, you failed to realize that
you
are a birth giver.
At the end of the day, right? I'm the one who would have to carry that baby and have my life in the balance of life and death to bring a child, correct? You don't have to go through that. So if I decide that I don't want children, that is a decision that I am allowed to make. I understand that most men want children. There's nothing wrong with that. But you also, right? You didn't even hear me say that I was looking for a relationship. I never said that I was looking to be with anybody. You didn't ask. You simply asked me if I wanted children, and I said
she's looking for a relationship, but then just
I never said that I was. That's what I just said. I never said I was looking for a relationship. I'm well aware that most men want children, and I don't. I never stated that I was looking for a relationship.
What is gonna make you happy, baby?
peace, and I have that. This is what really irritates me. People have this notion where they feel like children are an automatic guarantee to happiness, and marriage is, and that's not the case. There are
That's
some
not
people
the
who are
end
happy.
of the
Let me
man.
finish, right? Marriage and children, there's nothing wrong with that. You have people who are happily married and their children bring them so much joy, but you have people who are also on the opposite end of that. I'm not saying that if I was to get married, I would be miserable, or if I had children, I would be miserable. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, if you can't be happy, single and childless, you'll never be happy if you're married and with children. I don't feel like I have to have children or have to get married in order to be happy.
But you're
what?
You're single and childless now, right?
Yes, and I'm happy. I could easily get married and have kids and be miserable. It could go either way.
Panels, then?
Because I can be. If there was an issue, Mr. Goodbread Mr. Goodbread sent me the link
it's
to
not
the
an
live
issue
stream.
that you on these panels. It's not an issue because I enjoy your conversation.
So then why did you bring it up? So then what was the purpose of you
I'm
asking
bringing
why
it up because you're not fulfilled as a female.
According to who? How can you tell me that I'm not fulfilled?
Then why you here?
Because he sent me a StreamYard. He sent me the link to the StreamYard. Mr. Goodbread, don't you have a bunch of people in a text link so whenever you go live or you post a video, we are notified?
That's a whole fact.
Thank you. So he sent the link. If he sends the link and I want to show support, what's the problem?
Okay, so
who are you? Who are you to tell me that I'm unfulfilled? Let me finish. Who are you? Let me finish. Who are you? No. You don't tell me to calm down because you started it, so I'm gonna finish it. Who are you to tell me that simply because I don't have children or I'm single, I'm unfulfilled? There are plenty of women out here who are married and they have children and they're not fulfilled, and that's why 80% of marriages end in divorce. You can't tell me whether or not I am or I'm not fulfilled. That's not.
What is your end goal?
What is your end goal? My end goal is to try to live my life in a manner into which when God calls me, he can say, job well done. My goal is to make sure that I live in a manner into which I can go to heaven and not hell. And getting married isn't going to get me into heaven, and having kids is not going to get me there either. Everything is not for everybody.
Listen, I agree with you.
So if you agree, So if you agree, right? If you agree, and we both agree that everything is not for everybody.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said
I just said everything isn't for everybody. You say you agree.
I said I agree with your goal. That's not for me though.
But it doesn't have to be for you because we're two different individuals. Everything isn't for everybody. I'm not against people having kids. There's nothing wrong with people having kids. I just believe it should be within the context of marriage. I don't believe I have kids out of wedlock. But everything isn't for everybody. And when people get married and have kids and it's not for them, it's a disaster.
I agree with that.
This is exactly why people need to stop putting what they want for them lives on everybody. You have people that feel pressured to have children, right? They have children and they're terrible parents. A lot of y'all, because you guys are mental.
Yeah, we need you to speak to more. We need lives to speak to more young girls.
No.
Listen. I'm not telling people not to have children. If people want to have children, I don't have any issues with that. Just because I choose not to, that doesn't mean that other people should not. That's not what I'm saying. However, because you are, let me finish. Go on TikTok and look up postpartum psychosis. You have women whose mental state is altered, even if it's for a short amount of time, because of having children is a big deal, and it is something that I don't take lightly, unlike a lot of Black women. It's my choice not to have children is my choice. And you cannot tell me whether or not I am or I am not fulfilled because of that, because you have people who are out here and they're not fulfilled. This is why you have people who have kids, but they still go into the club.
Yo, I think we need La to talk to the little kids, man. La need to talk to the little girls about choices and decisions, because that is a great outlook on how to look at it, as a fucking woman. But we need more women thinkers like that, bro. That's my choice, my body.
Having children and getting married are not biblical commandments. If you do it God's way, God will absolutely bless you. But you don't. Jesus didn't get married and didn't have kids. Neither did Paul. If you go in 1 Corinthians, there's a scripture where Paul says he wishes everybody could be like him, not get married, not have children, and simply focus on pleasing God. But he knows that everybody is not capable of doing that because some people want to be with somebody, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh man,
You
we
also
got
have
the
to remember-
BZ, we got the
You also have to
MVP.
remember,
Hold on,
even if I
go ahead,
want-
go
I'm sorry.
ahead.
Even if I wanted to be in a relationship, right? If it happens, it happens. I leave that up to God, right? Most men are not faithful. Let's be clear. It is very hard to find a virtuous man, a man that is letting God guide his footsteps. That Mr. Goodbread, am I lying? Do not most men commit some form of infidelity? Not all, but most.
That's
That's a fact though.
I mean,
It's only
most
20%
men
of
cheat.
good. It's only 20% on the God
That's
side,
the
and then
men
80%
Thank
of
you.
devils, demons.
Thank you.
But yo, we got the you, yo, man. I was just about to wrap the goddamn show up, but we got the BZ.
I hear the music, man. I hear the music, man. You know what I'm saying? I heard you with the suggestion, Lottie, to talk to the little
gloves on. He already ready for me. Come on with it.
nigga. Shut your little faggot ass up, nigga.
Oh, that's not nice.
God damn. God,
But anyways, man, I mean, I heard the suggestion made Lottie to talk to the little girl. It sound like she been talking to a little girl all day with this bitch ass nigga on here.
That's not nice.
Oh shit.
You feel better?
This nigga always coming. This nigga always coming. This nigga always coming on this stream with the spirit of a bitch.
I got the spirit of a bitch that's righteous. Okay.
Nigga, you ain't righteous, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? Nigga, you was just talking about
Nigga,
poly
you
and
talking
shit.
about pimping
You
all
was just talking about poly and you married, nigga. You got one bitch, nigga, and that's what you gonna stay with, nigga, until that bitch realize that you a bitch, nigga.
He married?
I don't know.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that, DeBell?
Yeah, nigga, you was trying to show out in front of your bitch, nigga. But I know one thing, nigga, your bitch, her favorite artist is Jodeci. But nigga, her favorite YouTuber is the Bell 503, nigga. She'll never forget you got roasted.
I got roasted.
You goddamn right, nigga. When she left, nigga. When she left, you know what she went to go do? She went to go call her relatives. Do you know this dumbass nigga's on YouTube getting roasted and he just staying on there? Nigga, you embarrassed the shit out your wife, nigga.
Bro,
you embarrassed the shit out your wife, nigga, and you embarrassed yourself, nigga. Do you think you did good the other night?
Keep going.
In your mind, do you think you did good the other night talking all that nonsense, nigga?
Keep going.
Nigga, all that regurgitated shit, you listen to YouTube too much, nigga.
Keep going.
Guys, y'all.
Nigga, I am gonna keep going, nigga.
Gus,
I am gonna keep going, nigga. Are you writing this shit down, nigga?
Gus, let him keep going.
Are you writing it down? Nigga, can't nobody stop me, nigga. Can't nobody stop me, bitch, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? Keep going, nigga.
You the only one look crazy. Keep going.
And whose eyes? And whose eyes?
Keep going.
Whose eyes, nigga?
Keep going, bro.
Nigga.
You got the floor.
Lie original. Don't just remind you of a bitch.
I'm not gonna disrespect him and call him out of his name because he didn't.
No. You don't gotta disrespect him. That's all you.
She ain't gotta do nothing. You keep going. Keep going. See
what I'm saying? That's that. Hey.
But
now
you was gonna jump on and you was gonna jump on and get into the topic. Can we just get back into the topic?
I mean, it sounds like it wasn't no topic. It sounds like it wasn't no topic. It sounds like this bitch nigga is just interrupting motherfuckers. Let him go. Let him go.
Nigga. The conversation talking about pimping, and that
nigga, you derailed the conversation.
The conversation was the nigga in the box, and he want to talk about pimping. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck is he talking about?
Nigga, you wasn't even talking. You wasn't talking about the topic, nigga. I was talking about the topic, nigga. I talked about the topic, nigga. You derailed the topic, nigga. You sitting up here talking about a nigga in jail lifting water bags, you faggot ass nigga. You sitting up here talking about you watching a nigga all greasy and shit working out in the jail, nigga. And then you was excited when you found out who he was, you faggot ass nigga. You Atlanta faggot.
Keep going.
All right, guys. We gonna go
See what I'm saying? This nigga on repeat. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah, that nigga love attention. He love attention, and he love pain. You got the attention now, bitch, nigga. You got the attention now, bitch, nigga. But you ain't got shit to say. You ain't got shit to say, nigga. You ain't got shit to say, nigga.
God bless everybody on the live stream. It was very nice.
No, fuck that faggot, nigga. Fuck that faggot.